Hey, Dean.
Hi, guys.
Okay, we'll call the meeting, the Board of Selectmen to order. I'd like to make a motion that we add subsequent business not on the agenda.
And that is,
Opening bids,
I'll second that.
opening bid, Dean, for a fire truck. All in favor?
Hi.
Approval of the minutes. I'd make a motion we approve the minutes of the January 16th meeting of the Board of Selectmen.
I'll second that.
Any discussion?
Nope, great.
All in favor?
Always great.
We're fabulous. Hi.
Appointments and resignations. I would like to make the motion for the following appointments. Appointment of Karen Silk to the Board of Assessment Appeals until the next municipal election for the remainder of the 11/27 term. Appointment of Jasara Lee to the Sustainability Committee. Appointment of Christopher Canizares as an alternate member of the Historic District Commission until 1/1/2027. Reappointment of Ryan Conroy to the Conservation Commission until 1/1/28. Reappointment of Paxton Barnes as an alternate to the Conservation Commission, 1/1/28. Reappointment of Susan Averill to the Historic District Commission until 1/1/30. Reappointment of Dmitry Rimsky as an alternate to the Historic District Commission until 1/1/28. Reappointment of Henrietta Small to the Housing Commission until 1/1/28. Reappointment of Valerie Friedman as Land Use Hearing Officer until 12/31/27. Reappointment of Tim Cook, Joe Fredman, Joanne Kelly, Stephen Glaze to the Parks and Rec Commission until 1/1/28. And reappointment of Dmitry Rimsky to the Planning Commission until 12/31/29. There's a second?
I'll second that.
So, first of all, thank you to all of these people, for these are all mostly reappointments, very dedicated, volunteers, so I want to thank them. Obviously, they've all served. We've talked.
Vetted on the previously.
Yep. Are there any other thoughts?
I want to just understand with Karen Silk is, it says until the next municipal, so that's this fall.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I want to be clear. Okay, yep.
May I ask, did we have a conversation with her by any chance?
No, we didn't, Dean. We spoke with the DTC. I'm comfortable with her appointment there and with Ashley and Bob on there. I think we'll have a good BAA.
Okay. I'm fine with that. Because you know what our perceived issue might have been and you're comfortable with it. So I am as well. Thank you.
Thanks. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Can I, under that, we've added Jasara Lee to the Sustainability Committee, and that gives us 9 members, and I'd like to, I guess, make a motion that we set the maximum number of people on the Sustainability Committee to 9. Dean, we never really, when we first formed that, we really didn't set a limit.
Right. I remember.
9's more is enough, odd number as well, but so if we could do, I'll make that motion.
I'll second that motion. And just with the question, is that the proper way to do that?
Yeah, we have the authority to set on these kind of committees.
Yeah.
Yep, fine.
They're not elected, so.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Thank you. Jim is busy
Not sure what's going on.
admitting more people to the
Yeah.
meeting who probably think this is the hearing.
In the first selectmen's report, all I wanted to talk a little bit about is 92 B Brook. I paid a site visit there the other day. Holly's done a phenomenal job. So all 3 apparatus bays have been poured. The steel structure is up. All the masonry on the outside has been done. You walk inside the building, all the different rooms have all been framed with aluminum framing. So you can really see, and I would encourage Dean, Jay, if you guys have an opportunity, to take a tour of it. It really gives shape to the whole building. So things are going along real well up there. And as I said, since the project started, we've been able to save about $250,000 so far. So.
Yeah. I just said, in case anybody doesn't know, 92B Brook is the new ambulance building, in case nobody's clear about that. And I was up 2 weeks ago and the inside wasn't done like you mentioned.
No, it's
I mean, they've
amazing.
really done a lot of work
Yeah.
in 2 weeks. That's just great. And that committee has been great, looking for ways to save money, but do things more efficiently as well. So
Yeah.
it's been great.
Great job. Anything from the selectmen?
I just have one thing, we've had this plastic bag collection, that we've been doing, where we've been, for people to be able to recycle plastic bags that you can't ordinarily recycle. It's all stuff like, and it's on our website. If you're not familiar with it, you can look there. We collect it here in Town Hall and up at the transfer station. Our goal was 1,000 pounds by April. We started this on, Earth Day. And if we collected 1,000, these bags go to the Trex company that uses them in their product. They take them for free. They use them in their process to make Trex. And if we collect 1,000 pounds before April, we get a Trex bench, which wasn't the reason why we did this, because we're just looking for ways to recycle the bags. We're up to 850 pounds now, so I'm figuring we'll reach the goal by the end of this month, I would think. And starting tomorrow, Liz will be taking over, bringing him over to Big Y for me. So that's another great thing. So.
Great, thanks, Jay. Dean?
Nothing this week.
Old business.
Not tonight.
Under new business, I'd like to make a motion that we authorize the first selectman to enter into contract with supplemental bridge application with the state of Connecticut for the Christian Street Bridge. I'll get a second in there.
I'll second it. Yeah.
That's essentially allows us to engage our engineers to apply for all the grant monies coming from the bridge. Now, we had a message from CCM, Connecticut Conference of Municipalities, several actually, to all municipal leaders stating that they are uncertain right now the effects of the different freezes that have been put on and how that may affect grants. My first concern was the bridge program, which is currently 100%,
Right.
which means we don't have to pay a nickel for a bridge, and we've got one in the hopper. So I just want to make everybody aware that this bridge does not fall into that program. This bridge, we put out the bid last year. The bids came in extremely high.
Right.
Rebid, they didn't do fare much better, but again, we've got, it's a 50-50 bridge, so we'll be on the hook for 50% of the cost.
And we have some $1 million+ in the bridge fund, so we should have enough money to cover our share of that work.
Definitely.
If we,
Definitely.
so it won't cause any other injuries, but,
And we did get notification from the state, and this is just an example of how slow things kind of move in terms of reimbursement, bridges and projects. The steep grant we were approved for 4 years ago for the transfer station enhancements was finalized this week on the state level. So we're getting that money. It's crazy.
so we were approved, it just, we never got the money.
They
They never
never-
sent us the money.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that's,
All in
That's
favor?
faster than my hurricane insurance money, so that's not so bad.
the first time or the second time, I'm just.
All of the above.
I second it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jay did.
Oh.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anything from visitors?
Oh, you gotta
relative
open the bid.
to the agenda? Oh, yeah. Sorry, visitors.
So for those who don't, we have been saving money for this new fire truck for years. We have a fund for all that we keep saving for. We put this out to bid a month or two ago,
Yeah,
and the fire department works with us to put the specs together. And it's replacing what, Jim? A
rescue truck, which currently a rescue truck carries all the equipment for not only fires, but car accidents. And it's loaded with all kinds of tools. Gallons a night bids delivered $589,268.27.
Ooh. That's not bad.
Wow.
I mean,
We.
it's 580, it's a lot of money, but if I remember correctly, we've been saving for that, and I don't know if that was the number, but it was somewhere in that range, I thought.
It's actually higher because we've already bought the chassis.
Oh, That's
Right.
not-
That's just a bill, right?
Oh, yeah.
This is the bill, Jane.
I just
I,
take that back.
I was gonna let you leave with that. I said,
I'll take that back.
Yeah. He was feeling so good for a second, Jim. Why didn't we just let him feel that way?
Did all that planning and all that projections out and so much for that.
Online or in person, anything from our visitors on agenda items?
Jim, is the Lake Warmog meeting going to be on Zoom here?
Yeah, not this one, Susan, but there's a separate link for that
At 6:30.
at 6:30.
So I go into the agenda thing.
Yep,
It's at 6:30.
it's at 6:30.
Okay, thanks.
Hey,
It was on the front page of the Washington.org.
there you go.
Okay,
Easy link.
thanks.
Hey, Jim and team, Keith Angel here. I sent to the town a professional engineering review of that Terra Vigilia study and asked that it be formally submitted. I don't know if I need to do that at a Board of Selectmen meeting or can do it during the informational session, or if I should do it now. Can you tell me, or by putting it in writing and attaching it, was that a formal submission accepted by the board?
No, that's correspondence, Keith. We can ask that, what you would do is call the office and ask that you be put on the agenda to speak to it. And we're happy to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do that tomorrow.
Great. Anyone else? Anyone online?
Make it clear to folks online that this meeting will end and they'll have to log back in.
Yeah, on a
at
separate link
6:30.
at 6:30, just so everyone knows.
All right,
I make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everyone.